Hey y'all, welcome to Caffeinated Crafting. My name is Daniela, known as Caffeinated Gert around the interwebs. It is Sunday, January the 14th, and I have had a fun day of just kind of hanging out in the Gert Cave with my friend Jill, and she just left to go home before it gets dark and icy, possibly. But anyway, so I thought since there has been some crafting, I would take the opportunity to do a little episode. Yay! I'm trying to keep on the every other week, and this will keep me on the every other week schedule. You can find me on Instagram as Caffeinated Gert, on Ravelry as Caffeinated Gert. You can find the podcast on YouTube, Caffeinated Crafting. There is a blog which just has the episodes. It's caffeinatedcraftingpodcast.blogspot.com. There's a Ravelry group, and I have now figured out how to embed the video into the group post when I announce that there's a new episode up, so you can watch it there too. I'm learning something new every day. It's awesome! I really should have known how to do that a long time ago, but anyway, I finally figured it out. Yeah, so there has been some crafting. I don't really have much of anything finished. I do have two things finished. One of them is not here anymore already, but I have a cute picture for you. And the other is another little red hat. I am still taking up hats for Little Mended Hearts. It's a hat drive to raise awareness of heart disease in babies. And the hats that I'm taking up will be given out at the hospital where I work, Cookeville Regional Medical Center, throughout the month of February to all the newborn babies. I've knit not as many as I should so far, but I have already received a huge bag full, so I am super pleased with what is already here, and I know there's more on the way where people have contacted me to get my address. And I am going to be knitting some more hats also. I knit another little barley drink. This one is out of Crafter's Secret, which is the Hobby Lobby brand, I guess. I really like this acrylic. Considering it's acrylic, it's quite nice. I would use this again for other children's things, blankets, that kind of thing. I quite like it. It's 100% acrylic, and the color is red. Just red. Couldn't have been a little more creative, but anyway, it's red. It's a really nice basic red. And here it is. So that got finished earlier today, and I will be casting on another one. I also finished, and I just have a picture of these, I knit a second pair of the Yin Yang kitty ankle socks. I do have a project page up on Ravelry, so you can find out information about them that way. And I have a couple of pictures to show you here. They were a commission knit, and I wanted to get them to the recipient yesterday. So I did finish them in time, and that's why I don't have them anymore. Actually, Friday. What is today? Sunday? Yesterday, all day long, I kept thinking it was Sunday, and then I was all excited when I realized it was Saturday, and I had a whole nother day off. Today, all day long, I thought it was Saturday, and I'm like, oh man, tomorrow's Monday, when I realized it's Sunday. So anyway, here they are. The lighter blue is Lorna's Laces. Really, really, really incredibly deep stash. The darker blue is also incredibly deep stash. So deep that I have no idea what it even is. No idea. No idea. Here's a closer up of the little kitty face. I think it turned out really cute. So I hope the recipient really likes them. these are fun knit. I basically did a Rose City roller, but added in the kitty cat motif. And I used the Fish Lips Kiss Heel, because that's what I like. So we've got Rose City Kitty Fish Lip Kiss Heel socks. Yeah. And I think that's the only other thing I finished. Last weekend was Square Dance Week for Ilvermorny. And Ilvermorny is the Hogwarts in the United States. And I joined the group on Ravelry, where it's basically like the Harry Potter House Cup, but it's for Ilvermorny, and the rules are a little different and such. I think it's a little easier, a little more relaxed. But I joined there, and I've had fun knitting along there. So I did work on my blanket last weekend and I knit 13 squares last weekend. Actually, I knit them Friday and Saturday. Finished one on Sunday, and then I downloaded Sims 4, and that shot the rest of my Sunday because I couldn't stop playing. I was kind of trying to learn the controls. The controls are different. I've played a heck of a lot of Sims 2. I got Sims 3 when it came out, but I didn't like it as well as Sims 2 and never really played it as much. And Allie, Crafty Allie, has been playing Sims 4 and telling me about it, and I was like, maybe I'll give that a go, because I do love some Sims. And so, yeah, I got sucked in, and the time just went away. So I made a point not to play any this weekend, so I'd not lose time, because I had crafting that needed to get done. So, on to what's on the needles. Yesterday, I worked on pretty much all day, and pretty exclusively. I am working on one for the books. It's a Martina Bem pattern. It's a book cover. It's a free pattern. And I am using some, oh, here, my tag's over there. Some deep dark, I love that I'm using deep dark stash for these things. I am using some Silk Garden sock. Colorway is S272 that I bought at the Yarn Company in 2013. Noro Silk Garden sock. Looks like, the colorway looks like this, or what's left of the colorway, because you know it's long repeats, and this is where I am in my ball. And this is what my book cover looks like so far. So far it's all gray and green. I haven't gotten to any of the bright colors. I'm not sure that I will, because I'm almost ready to, yeah, probably get to the blue. The blue will be in the corner. So I wanted to make a book cover for my passion planner. That was my plan, to dress it up and kind of personalize it a little more. But I got to working on this book cover yesterday and decided, because it's soft cover, the knitted book cover really wouldn't stay on it without bending the cover, and I don't want to do that. And so I decided, instead of using it for my passion planner, because you start all in the same size and then you keep increasing to match the size. And so I decided to make it fit this, which is my planner that I'm using for my Ilvermorny classes. And it's a Harry Potter-y. It's the Magical Congress of the United States of America, the seal on it. So it's a Makusa, which is the American version of the Ministry of Magic. Notebook. I found this at Books A Million and thought it was perfect to keep all my Ilvermorny stuff in it. So I'm making it fit that instead of my passion planner, which I'm kind of sad about. But the passion planner is already so heavy. When I first ordered it, I am not good with dimensions. Or maybe I didn't even look at the dimensions all that much. I was more focused on what the inside looks like compared to how big it was, I guess. And I didn't realize it was like full notebook size. I think they also have smaller ones, so next year I'm going to get another passion planner because I love it. But I think when next year, for the next time, mine will run out in, I think I need a new one in September. The one I got, it's not dated. You date it yourself, which I really liked because that way I could start it in September. But I think they also have them in like half this size. That would be way better for me. This is almost too much planner. But I love how it's broken up and everything. It has the months, but then it also has them by weeks, and it has little different sections you can customize. I was doing the bullet journal before this, and I was looking for a planner that had the grids for the months and the weeks, but that I could still kind of customize like a bullet journal, and I can do that with this. So I'm using this kind of as a cross between well, the regular journal things for the calendar type stuff, but then I am also using the bullet journal things that I was using before. So this works really well for me. If I can't find a smaller one next year, I will totally buy a big one again because it works that well. It's just heavy. So, back to the book cover. So, I am at the point where this will slide on here, and this will slide on like, okay, so this will slide on like this. Yes, and I am knitting across here. I'm not giving anything away. This is a free pattern on Ravelry, so if you're interested, help yourself and knit this. So it comes over this way, right? Oh, did I not make it long enough? I think I made it long enough. Yeah. This will come over. This is starting to go down. It's hard to put on here until you're done because it kind of really just needs to stretch over the book. So anyway, this is about where we are. This is the front. It's getting to where I'm knitting like this back section now. Yeah. Isn't it cool? The construction of this is brilliant. It really is. I mean, because you start off in this little corner. You start off with this little corner, and then you separate it and knit down so you get this and this at the same time as it gets bigger. And you can make it fit anything because you just knit until it's the size that you need. Brilliant. So this is floating around in my fringe bag. And let me see, I'll put stuff over here as I'm done with it. And let's close this back up. And yeah, that's my book coat. I should put the pattern back in there. And this needle, because I don't want kitties chewing on needles. That's been a problem lately. Alright, there. So we got that done. I have on the needles, well shoot, yarn tag. Just put everything that belongs in the bag in the bag. I think that's it. So I have some Red Heart Comfort in camouflage, and I am knitting a baby hat out of that. My mother-in-law has an acquaintance, work friend. Someone's having a baby, and she asked me if I would knit a hat for a baby gift. So I'm going to knit this one and then maybe another thinner one because this one's kind of thick. It's for a boy. So my other one that I'm going to knit is, I thought this one's kind of, you know, oops, I scooted you all around. Sorry about that. This one's all macho camouflage. So the other one I want to knit is this. This is a free pattern. It's the Incredible Expanding Gnome Cap. Has some fake cables on it. And I'm going to use this beige self-strapping acrylic that I don't have a tag for. I thought I had a tag for it. Guess not. It came from Hobby Lobby. That's all I can tell you. And it's long beige repeats. So I thought that way there's a little more delicate fun hat and a more butchy boy hat. I don't know the recipients. I don't know what their tastes are. And so I thought I'd kind of make 2 hats and that would work, right? I'm going to finish this one up after I finish recording, so that's off the needles, because this is not my favorite to work with. The yarn's fine. It's Red Heart Comfort, and I actually quite like it for acrylic. It feels a whole lot like it actually feels like it might be the same yarn. It feels so close, like as the Crafter's Secret, but the camouflage, I'm just not a fan. Lucky for me, my boy's not into camouflage, so we are good to go. He likes blue. I'm gonna put, let me grab the tin. I'm gonna put markers in things just so I'll know where I stopped, where I showed you progress for the next time around. The camouflage hat's not in a project bag. I just started it this afternoon and I'm going to finish it, so it's not going to need a bag. In my Christmassy Reindeer Games bag from last year, and yes, I am still using some Christmas bags. I love this bag and I haven't used it enough. And it matches my socks that are inside perfectly. So in there I have a sock blank from Stranded Dye Works that I got at SSK this past year. I'm super excited. She's going to be at the market again for SSK this year. And I'm hoping to get some more of her yarn because I'm really enjoying it. This is super awesome sock blank is what I'm knitting up. Right? Super awesome. And I am knitting myself some Rose City Rollers with a Fish Lips Kiss Heel, of course. And I haven't gotten very far because I've been making myself work on other things. But here they are so far. Are they fun? I really like them. So I'm going to put a little marker in to show where I am today, so I'll know if there's progress by the next time I record. I found these self-interlocking markers from Clover, and they're shaped like sheep. Do you see that? Look at that. Isn't it cute? They're, normally I always get these from Clover, and these are some of my favorite stitch markers. They come in different sizes. These 2 sizes are in the same package, and they're usually what I use the most. But I came across the little sheep-shaped ones, and I could not resist. So, my little progress keepers for today's stuff will be little sheep. Let me get the smallest one. It's a little lime green sheep. Put him in here. And that way I know where I am next time I talk to you. So here we are. I put a little marker in. And let's put that back up. Then let's see what else we got here. We have something in here. Ah, yes. So this is a bag that I made. It has a little bit of a woven detail. It was like an end piece. And then these are all end pieces for that when I had sewn bags. These were leftover strips, and so I sewed myself a bag out of it. In here I have yarn from Moon Holler. This is the Moon colorway. It's a gradient. Looks like the moon in the sky. And from, it's called Full Moon. Full Moon from Moon Holler. Unfortunately, Moon is not dyeing anymore. Sad face. Sad face. And my other yarn, which is from Orange Jellyfish Dream, and is the hibiscus colorway. Pink and orange. I love the pink and orange. So what I am knitting is a purl break. So it's the Daybreak pattern by Stephen West, but he re-released it as a no purl pattern, so purl break. And that is what I am knitting. So I haven't gotten very far. I just got it started. This is it so far. But so this will be the main color all throughout. It's a really big skein. It's 650 yards. And so this one is 462 yards. Not shabby either. So I'm hoping to get a really big shawl out of this. Well, I definitely should. But I'm starting with the blue, and then it'll go to the lighter, and this will be my other color introduced. I think it'll look really cool together. Yes? I barely have it on the needle, and the only reason it is on the needle is because it's for one of my Ilva morning classes, and I wanted to show some progress on Monday last week. And so I casted it on and got that far, so I could take a picture and say, hey, I am working on this. I have a feeling this week my check-in won't give much progress, but that's okay. I've been working on some other stuff. I finished the kitties. They were for a class. The red hat is for the class, and the book cover. Those three are actually for the same class for school supplies. So I'll have one class finished when I finish that book cover. Let's see what else we got in here. We have another Whimsy Stitches bag. This one is llamas in sweaters, and it also has foxes and birds. So fox, llama, birds. It's kind of a winter scene. It's not really Christmassy, and that's why I like it. It's good for this time of year. In it I have it's a hat pattern by Erica Husser, H-E-U-S-S-E-R. It's called the Featherlight Beanie. Now I only have a black and white picture, but here it is with her Featherlight Beanie, and here is her name, so you can look her up. It's a color work pattern. Isn't it pretty? I am knitting mine out of I have some blue Plucky. It was a one-hit wonder, so it doesn't have a color name, but it is from Plucky Knitter. I bought this at the Last Stitches South, so that was 2 years ago, I think. And then I have some Toxic Oreo left over. This is from the Lemonade shop. I don't have a tag for it anymore, but I do know it's Toxic Oreo. So I'm using the blue for the main color, and this will be the feathers. And once again, I haven't gotten very far. I casted it on so I could check in for my class. Oh, and let me put a marker on here so I don't forget. Progress Keeper marker. And let me pull out that Daybreak real quick and put a marker on that, so I'll have it. I've been meaning to be better about that, and now that I'm doing it for these classes, I kind of need to know where I was anyway, so that will work out nicely. On this one, I already have a marker on the right side, so I'm just going to move it up to where I am, and that way I won't have two markers hanging, but that will still keep my progress. And I also use it so I'll know which is the right side. It can do double duty. Alright, so new hat pattern. I haven't done much. I've casted on and done 4 or 5 rows of ribbing so far. That's it. I've been was focusing on the kitty cat socks and just finished those Thursday evening. And then I wanted to get another red hat knit, so I did that. I spun a little, not enough to show you. I'm still working on my combo spin, so it'll get there. Let's see what else I have. I have my granito in here. I haven't shown that to you guys in a while. I haven't worked on it in a while either, but I do want to put a marker in, so let me pull it out and show it to you. I am still at the beginning of the 4th color. Here it is so far. I really like it, and it feels so good. But let's put a marker in there for some incentive. We'll pick a pink sheep this time, and we'll drop that pink sheep. Where did it go? Are you on the table, pink sheep? No. Okay, well, let's pick out another sheep. Maybe we'll pick a bigger sheep so we don't drop it. Okay. I'll have to look for that after I'm finished recording. Alright, so pink sheep to show where we are. I've already told you guys about the yarn. The gold and the navy is from Gnome Acres. The Stardust is from Hueloco. And the next color that I'm working on right now is Hogwarts is My Home from Loops. The pattern is Granito by Joji Locatelli. Awesome sweater. Highly recommend it. It is sitting in my Stashing Through the Snow bag from Bags by Terry. It's snowy. It's finally starting to melt. We did get a little snow, so I don't care if it's Christmassy. It's stashing through the snow. I'm using it some more. Probably just keep using it till this fetter's done, or it outgrows this bag because it's getting kind of there. And I think, yep, that's all I have worked on. I did spend a couple of hours last weekend and cut up batting. I've been working on my husband's quilt forever. Well, you know, off and on, in starts and stops. And so I finally, I'm doing the quilt as you go method. So I finally cut up all the batting into big squares so I can start sewing the fabric onto the batting. That's done. I have a couple of days of PTO this week. Well, this Friday and next Monday. I took a couple of days off, honestly, to work on this quilt. I have the time and needed to take some off anyway. And I just wanted a little bit of a crafting break, a little staycation, a long weekend basically. So my plan is to work on that next weekend. Saturday is what we used to call Sock Club. We're calling ourselves Cookwool Fiber Artists now, so CFA rather than Sock Club, because originally Sock Club started at the old yarn store we don't have anymore. And we don't really, I mean, we all like to knit socks, and a lot of times we are knitting socks because, you know, vanilla socks are easy to take along. But we didn't want anyone to feel excluded if they wanted to crochet. Sometimes people will bring a spinning wheel. Allie has brought her loom and woven. And we don't really care what kind of fiber craft you work on. If you want to come hang out with us, you're more than welcome. So that's why we talked about it a few months ago. We switched it from Sock Club to Cookwool Fiber Artists, CFA. So, and that's next Saturday. So I'll have Quilting Friday, CFA Saturday, then either or Sunday and Monday, depending on how I feel. If I spend the whole day sewing on Friday, my back will not want to sew on Saturday. So, and also if I do it on Sunday, then it won't on Monday. So we'll see. But there'll be crafting. I have things that I would like to finish and work on. So either way, it's all good. I have one more thing I wanted to show you that I found. So when I found these stitch markers are by Clover, by the way. They look like little sheep. They come in 3 packs, like 3 sizes. Here, let me pull each color out so I can show you which sizes go together. Yellow, red. Did I use all of the other ones? There's a blue one. Should be one more. I'm sure you want to watch me dig around through these. Oh, here's a lime green one. Okay, so there's the hot pink, lime green, and red are the smallest ones. And they come in a package together. You get several per package. That is no good way to show you those. But by my hand, you can see how big they are. And then the other sizes are quite a bit bigger. And you get yellow, purple, and blue. And they are, oops, as you can see, quite a bit bigger. And here they are. So anyway, I thought it's they work really nicely. They don't break. I know some of the interlocking ones, the stitch markers break really easy. Or I break them really easy. But I find that the clover ones, I don't. So, I like them. They're cute. Cute. Where are we? Ha! See, and it's even got like the little sheep. The little curl. Isn't that cute? Anyway, enough about my stitch markers. From Boye, B-O-Y-E. You guys are all familiar with Boye, I'm sure. Found these, which I thought were clever. They're crochet hooks. But so there's like 4 different sizes of crochet hooks on one of these, which makes taking your crochet hooks along way easy. So I'm putting these in my, and there's 2 different sizes. One of them has G, I, K, and E, and this one has, I can't read it with glasses on, J, D, H, and F. So these will go really nicely in my notions pouch, and that way when I have a crochet hook emergency, I have them with me. Thought I'd share. Cool gadget. One of my fellow knitters on Thursday night, Sherry, had one, and that was the first time I had seen it, and then I had gone to Hobby Lobby when I was looking for something else, and then I found 2 new things that I really like. Okay, so that really is everything I've got for you today. I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. And until then, knit me some red baby hats and get them to me by the end of the month. And I'll see you later. Happy crafting!